Hi, it's Janine Turner, and welcome to day 8 of Front Porch Philosophy. Let's go retro, shall we? Let's put down the phones. Let's put down the all the news and all the news alerts, and let's just have a conversation with one another. Let's philosophize. Now, I'm an actress. I'm not a professional philosopher. I think I have to give this disclaimer, but we are having a little front porch philosophy. I'm always stimulated by this book, Socrates to Sartre by Samuel Stumpf. And so today I want to continue talking about Plato. And he talks about the soul, okay? And the soul has 3 parts: reason, spirit, and appetite. And he talks about how the reason, which is of the soul, has good and virtue and wants to go towards something. And the spirit is what tries to get it there. But the appetites we have as humans are what get in the way. And he uses this amazing analogy of the chariot and the 2 horses and the chariot driver. Have you heard about this? So I will read, I'll just kind of tell you what happens. So the chariot driver knows where he wants to go, and he has 2 horses. And one horse is really good and listens and is being diligent and trying to get there. And the other horse is filled with insolence and pride and misbehaves and takes the chariot all off course. So those would be our appetites. And I think this is really fascinating because these are the challenges that we have. We're connected with reason. Reason is something that I think we have forgotten. We've forgotten the art of reason today in America, in our society, in our government. And we are not, unfortunately, I don't think our children are learning it, because so much of what they're learning in schools is by rote, to just have a test. But it's also, I think a lot of the schools they're afraid of diversity of opinions on certain subjects. So our kids are not able to reason. They're hearing really one point of view about things, or they're getting immersed in this society of opinion, which we talked about yesterday, to the point that they cannot have a conversation with anyone to learn how to reason. So we can only reason if we can be open-minded to hear someone else's point of view, and to be open-minded to really educating ourselves on the source. So reason is really important. And our spirits he goes on to really talk about this later, which is really fascinating, how these things work in society. But it's our appetites that get in the way. It's our appetites. And so I thought I would share that with you today, because to me, the analogy is really pretty fascinating. If you think, well, I'm gonna have this virtue today, like we talked about in Benjamin Franklin's circles last week. I'm gonna have this virtue today, and then that wild horse just wants to take over and doesn't want to abide by what the soul is yearning for, what the soul needs to do, what our true purpose is here on earth. And so it sort of correlates to what we were talking about yesterday, but I thought I'd put it in Plato's terms. Reason, where'd it go? Oh gosh, I lost my page. Well, what we're talking about: reason, spirit, and appetite. And think of the chariot horse. So what are we doing to help curb these appetites? Well, I guess we're just going to philosophize, and we're just going to try, and we're just going to turn all this negativity off, and we're going to teach our children. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that your reason is successful today, and your spirit can go toward it and not get diverted by that appetite. I hope you have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow for day 9.